If you see my channel before, you know I mostly stick to sports cards. But a few months ago, PSA came out with a non-sports special for $15 grading, and I wanted to test it out. So I opened up this box right here. It's 1989 Topps Nintendo. This is the closest you're ever gonna see to me breaking and opening boxes. So with this video, we're gonna open this box together. I'm gonna show you the cards that I get out of it. And my goal ultimately after researching this set is to grade the best 50 cards at $15 grading and try to hit 10 10s, because again, I did some research. It looks like the 10s in this set are very desirable. They're hard to get, but if I can get 10 of them, it should pay for the $200 box and the $750 in grading fees. So that's my goal here today. This set's really cool. It's the first real mainstream box that I can find that has Mario, Zelda, Double Dragon, Punch-Out, those kind of games in it. And obviously, I love video games as a kid, and I love video game history, so this was ultimately just a ton of fun, new experience, good to try out some different kind of grading. And again, I hope you guys enjoy. You get to see the whole journey here. We're taking a risk by spending $1,000 basically, but I think it'll work out. We're gonna see. So this box is a ton of fun because you get so many cards from it. There's actually, I think, 48 or 36 packs. I can't remember which. You get 3 scratch-off cards and 2 stickers per pack. So I'm going to show you guys some of the packs I opened. I recorded all of it. I'm recording this audio after the fact, but I just want to give you guys an idea of what these were like. So when you open, there's always a sticker on the back, like you can see here, and then the scratch-offs are in the front. So you see here there's 3 scratch-offs. So we have a Zelda one here, another Zelda one, and you can see the first couple are already pretty off-centered, which happens, but not too bad. I've seen worse for sure. The back kind of have instructions for the game, which is kind of neat. And then we have a Mario here. Again, not too bad. That one might be gradable, fairly centered. I put that in the grading pile there on the bottom. And then we did hit a really good sticker right away. This is one of my favorites. It reminds me of Mario Kart, the game. Super cool. It's also the first sticker in the pack, so there won't be wax stains. The back sticker, which is this one right here, will always have stains on it from the pack. So it kind of prevents you from grading a lot of those back stickers, I found out the hard way. All right, now I'm going to throw us on 2.5x speed just to show a few more packs and some of the variety in cards you can find in here. So we got a couple more Zelda scratch-offs, and then we got our first Punch-Out cards. Very fun game if you've ever played original Nintendo NES. So obviously very iconic. I really was looking for grading a lot of Zelda cards and Mario especially in here, but I ended up getting a lot of these Punch-Out cards that were I would say just in good shape in general. And I noticed, again, the 10s for these seem to sell very well, whether or not it depends on which game it is. So like right here, I did hit 2 really big stickers as well. This is the Zelda and the Mario front main screen, which is pretty sweet. So that was a nice one to hit there. So I do have a little experience grading this set, I will confess. I used to grade these with SGC back in the day when PSA was shut down. It's a very tough set to grade. I know the PSA Pop Report is very tough. I think 10s are around 10% of the set, or maybe closer to 20%. Very tough and tricky. Like I mentioned in the intro, really shooting for 10 10s here. That would pay for the majority of the box and the order. And again, all the cards, all our expenses would be paid for. But at this point, as I'm doing this reveal, really questioning whether or not we can even hit any 10s on these cards. Almost every card I'm looking at has a minor flaw, is off-centered, has some wax or sticker residue on them. So again, really questioning. You guys will have to stick around to see how we do on the grades, because I was honestly very surprised, and I had a ton of fun doing this. I did just want to skip in a little further into the box. As you can see, I'm separating the piles out by what I think might possibly be gradable on the bottom. And the top pile is ones that I see major flaws that really just have no chance of grading high. I did want to ask you guys too, as you're watching, do you remember these games? You know, did you play them as a kid or growing up or that sort of thing? Do you still have these systems? I'd love to hear about it. Any memories tied to these games, would love to hear about them in the comments below. And don't forget to share this video with a friend while you're watching, and hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the video. I did want to show you the last pack just because it was a cool one. Look at all our destruction on the left, all the packs that are ripped open. But we hit a double title screen again, which is just really cool to me. So this was our last pack. Now we're going to prep the cards for grading. All right, so now that we're done opening the boxes, I did sort the cards into a pile that I felt like at first glance looked like, you know, the nicer condition ones. Whether or not, you know, they are the cards that I'm going to grade, we're going to find out here. So all I have, just an FYI, I have Card Saver 1s ready. You can buy these online. These are the best thing to put your cards in when they're being sent off for grading. We do have penny sleeves, you know, as normal. I already put them in them actually, so I probably won't use those. But I'll show you a few cards here. So take out the Super Mario 2 sticker here. So really just looking for any sort of damage. This one I'm not seeing too much. With these stickers though, I did notice they do have some glue, I guess, or wax, we'll say, stuck to the back, so you can see here. A little tough probably to see, but you see the wax. So this, I have to decide really if I want to grade these with the wax. I don't think I will, so this will probably be one that goes in my no pile for now. You know, perhaps in the future I end up grading, I'll definitely hold some of these. I think there is a way to remove the wax. I think there's methods for that. So this one I'll probably put in the pile. That's a no for now. We'll look at the ZELDA sticker here. Again, we'll just do a few together. So this one looks nice. There's maybe a little bit of discoloration right there, if you can see. I know from experience that's not going to come off, but that still is fine for me. I think that's easily still a 9. And beyond that, I'm not seeing too much. You see the line right here? That's just the sticker coming through on the backside, so that's fine. They won't hit you on that. I know that. But yeah, beyond that, this one looks really nice. So for instance, this one would make my cut, so I'll put it back in the penny sleeve. Now, normally I use a new penny sleeve every time, but again, I just put these in here after I open the box, so those are fine. So if this makes the cut, again, I just throw it right in a card saver one, nice and easy. And that's our first card off for grading. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to prep the rest and let you know what I find. All right, so I just got done prepping. Here's the 50 cards we'll be sending off. So we have first the Mario cards, nice cool stickers, a couple duplicates here and there. Really just grabbed any without the wax stains on the back, and then also obviously good condition on the front. So see a few with like ink stains, stuff like that. I mean, those are probably more of your 9s and 8s, but like I think I'll mention, obviously we're shooting for 10s, but 9s are still really solid on this set. I do like this one a lot with Peach and Bowser. Pretty cool. Familiar with the game, of course. And a couple more with Peach. And now we move on to ZELDA here. So got the majority here, all the nice ones we do have. So this one, like you can see, I'll put that in front. A little bit of an ink stain, that's okay. I had to try to put a few in here that aren't the best condition just because I feel like it does help the nice ones get the 10s when they have, you know, a reference point for one that isn't so nice. I don't know if that works or not, but, you know, might as well try. Got the scene cards. This one's probably my favorite. And then we do have a few cards from Punch-Out that I picked too. So nice ones. If you played the game, you remember all these bosses, of course. It's not bosses, matchups, I guess you'd call it. But yeah, here's the cards we're sending off. So it is a few months later. We got the cards back from PSA. I want to remind you all, my goal is to get 10 PSA 10s. Let's see if we can hit that goal. One thing to note as well, if you have sold, so about halfway through this reveal, I'm going to pause and show you guys the cards that have sold that I don't have with, just because they sold right away. I didn't have time to record this video, but I do want to just show you those grades and what I got for some of these cards. So let's jump right in. So first stack on the left, we have a Mario scene card. These are kind of neat. I think the intention would be you scratch these off and it's like a game you play. This one did get a PSA 8. And then our first sticker, we actually got a PSA 10 on. These are the Punch-Out. So I think I have mentioned this already in the video, but the 10s typically go from this set between, let's say 70 to about 200, depending on the card. They're very hard to gem, right? Like I opened an entire box. These are basically the only cards that were worth grading are in this stack here. But yeah, this was a ton of fun. This is another neat one that's kind of like reminds me of the first, you know, round of Mario, the first game you play, especially like Super Mario Bros. 3 or 1. You know, just the pipe and the turtle. I mean, just freaking cool. If you guys like Mario, I mean, these cards are just super nostalgic. So you have another one, a 9 here. And I did want to mention too, I loved making this video and it was a lot of fun. Don't watch this and assume, oh my gosh, I got to go buy one of these boxes and open it. Just because my experience went fairly well doesn't mean yours will. You know, it is a big money commitment. And the other thing is PSA doesn't have a special anymore for these. So I took advantage while they did, but, you know, they switched a little bit. Another 10 here. So this is a nice one from ZELDA. Again, this is an example of one that I know has sold. So again, anywhere in here that they've sold, but I haven't shipped them yet. I'm supposed to ship out 7 10s today. I'll show you guys the sale price down here on the side for you. My favorite part about this order too, not only was, again, it fun trying and learning other sets, but I love the idea of being able to, you know, grade these cards, sell them to collectors, and then take that money and grow my collection, right? I can turn a Mario sticker that's a PSA 10 into, you know, a nice Randy Moss or a nice Peyton Manning or cards that, you know, are more up my alley. It's not that I won't ever collect these like non-sports cards. It's just really not what I'm interested in at this moment, but I know there's a lot of demand for these. So it was fun kind of taking advantage again of this grading special and getting the opportunity to open a box from the 90s. I mean, you know, smell the wax, you know, get all the cards open and just take a look at everything. It's a really fun experience. I think it's about as authentic as you can get in the hobby here, just opening these old boxes and grading cards. And with that in mind too, you know, it's kind of interesting and maybe an opportunity for you guys if you're watching. Again, it might not be this set, but maybe there's other sets you can find that are online that you could buy a box and try grading and test it out and, you know, ultimately maybe sell to somebody who wants to collect these cards, or you can collect some yourself as well. But it's just a nice thing to be able to do when these specials happen. So as you can see already, this spread is very good. I think we have, let's see here, we have 6 10s already. And I think I've shown you about 20 cards. So we did very well on the grading. Like I said, there are the occasional 8s. I think a lot of times on these, it's because of a little bit of wax on the back. At least half the stickers were just not gradable because of it. But again, surprised there wasn't more 5s and 6s. I have to imagine if I sent this another time, you know, I might get worse grades. It's just kind of how it goes sometimes. But this one was very forgiving. Like that sticker was off-centered. This one's fairly centered, but again, you can see the centering a little thin here, thicker here. So, you know, when grading this, I probably was shooting for 9s on a lot of them. And then if you sneak a 10, that's obviously great as well. One thing I learned about this set as well, and again, you're seeing by the sales ticker here in the corner, the 10s sold phenomenally freaking well, like super phenomenally. I don't know if I've even sold a single 9, which is kind of wild. It seems like a lot of the demand really is for the 10s, and people, you know, a lot of what I had was people would buy multiple of these in 10s, and my thought process is probably that they were going after the set registry, hopefully, or just going for a full PSA 10 spread, which again makes me very intrigued by other sets. I don't know what's out there, what other like movies, TV shows, video games that have cards, but it's kind of intriguing to try this out. I'm looking forward to hopefully making a video like this again if you guys are enjoying it. So please do feel free, toss a comment below if you like this kind of video. Obviously, I'll mostly do sports cards, but when an opportunity like this pops up, you know, I'll be doing it either way. So if you want to see a video, just let me know in the bottom if you've enjoyed this one. And again, as always, don't forget to share with a friend or, you know, subscribe if you haven't already, because I do know a lot of you are watching and not subscribed, which is totally fine. But if you would like to subscribe, I really appreciate it, and that'd be great. I have a few more here. So we got a Peach Mario that did gem. The other 2 I sent did not, and you'll see them in a second. So it's kind of nice being able to send a few and put kind of the better condition one in the back and the worst condition ones in the front. Seem to have worked out that way. Obviously, these cards are all jumbled. They're not in the order I sent them in, but yeah. Nice hit here, really cool. I love the logo Zelda and then the logo Mario one. I didn't hit a 10 on the Mario, but the Zelda did gem, and I think I actually got 2 of those, so we'll see here. Another one just nice here. And I guess these are like technically rookie cards. I'm not really sure how that works. I don't know if you'd say Mario has like a rookie card, but this is probably as close as you can get some of these. So pretty sweet. Again, another Peach one got a 9. But you can see we crushed our goal, guys. We're already over 10. So yeah, pumped about that. And like I said, all the ones that I've sold already have easily paid off for the whole box and grading, which is great because you take risks sometimes. You put some money in, you try different things out. Is it always going to work? No, it's not, but you know, you'll learn something about it. So I definitely learned a lot here, and it did happen to work out, which is great. Another PSA 9 here. I did just want to quick pause and share a few other cards I sold. So 2 of the Punch-Out Scene cards actually both got PSA 10s. And then I did have one other one. They all did really well. The third one sold a lot higher, and the reason being it looked like it was extremely hard to gem. I think that one must be typically very off-centered because, again, it sold at significantly higher than most of my other 10s from this order. So yeah, again, really good sales here. Just want to share before I get back to the video. So my intention here was to sell, you know, hopefully the 10 10s I hit to pay for the order, and then I'd have 49s that would be just, you know, good eBay inventory or card show inventory. But it's actually the opposite. Again, I think I gemmed close to 18 or 19, and I've sold quite a bit of them, and they easily paid off the order, and we still have a bunch left, so it's great. Again, another Zelda here that just looks freaking awesome. So really, really nice hit here. We have a PSA 9, again, Zelda sticker. And then we have a win with Link right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little experiment. I had a freaking ton of fun. I will definitely be trying to take advantage of more PSA specials and just trying it out. Especially if there's a box you can open. I mean, what's not to like about this whole process? It was just super fun. So thanks for tuning in again. I'll see you guys next week.